Hello and welcome to Sam Lewis Media, and here is my ranking of all 5 live-action Doctor Who spin-offs from the worst to the best. So this year, The War Between the Land and the Sea, a brand new Doctor Who spin-off starring UNIT versus the Sea Devils, will be released. So I decided to rank all 5 live-action Doctor Who spin-offs from the worst to the best. So coming in at number 5, we do have the Australian Doctor Who spin-off, K9. Now, unfortunately, K9 wasn't made by the BBC, it wasn't licensed by the BBC, K9 got this redesign. It was still meant to be set in the same universe as Doctor Who, but a lot of people dispute it, as a lot of people didn't really enjoy it that much. I've seen about half the series. I did get bored, so I stopped watching it. The first episode is quite good, but then the other episodes are just completely unforgettable. I watched it in about 2016, about 9 years ago now. Maybe if I watched it today in a new light, it would be better. Maybe I will one day, but not anytime soon. So coming in at number 4, we do have K9 and Company, A Girl's Best Friend. Now, K9 and Company was released in 1981 and was meant to be a proper series. They released a pilot episode starring Sarah Jane and K9, but unfortunately it wasn't popular enough, so never came to a full series. The first episode, K9 and Company, A Girl's Best Friend, is quite good. I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't as bad as people had said it was going to be, and I thought it was quite a good plot. It was quite a good dynamic between Sarah Jane and K9, but unfortunately I don't think it had enough sci-fi in it for it to be a fully warranted Doctor Who spin-off. It was about this cult in this little village. There wasn't that much sci-fi stuff going on, so maybe that's why it failed and didn't become a full-on series. But we did get to see more of Sarah Jane and K9 later on in the 21st century as well. And of course, in the 5 Doctors 20th anniversary special, there was a cameo between K9 and Sarah Jane, which followed on from K9 and Company, A Girl's Best Friend. So coming in at number 3, we do have the 2016 Doctor Who spin-off, which is Class. Now, unfortunately, Class only had one series. I did really enjoy the first series when it was first released. Some episodes were a lot better than others. I particularly enjoyed the opening and the finale for this series. Some of the episodes in the middle though, such as the 2-parter with the Shadowkin, weren't as good. I feel like there was a lot more potential to this show, but unfortunately we only had one series. It was left on 2 massive cliffhangers of one of the characters becoming one of the Shadowkin and the Weeping Angels making a surprise return. But unfortunately, we didn't get to see what happens next. It was left on a really good cliffhanger. I think Series 2 of Class would be absolutely amazing. I know they did some Big Finish audios, but it would be good to see it in real life. Maybe set 10 years later, or they could bring the Class characters into The War Between the Land and the Sea, or another Doctor Who spin-off. They could do a Doctor Who anthology show which follows characters from different spin-offs and stuff like that, and gives them a bit more life to the characters, perhaps. That is one of my requests for Russell T. Do that, Russell T. So, coming in at number 2, we do have the first live-action Doctor Who spin-off of the modern era, which is Torchwood. Now, Torchwood ran for 4 series. It ran for series 1 and 2, Children of Earth and Miracle Day. Children of Earth is probably the best thing to come out of the Doctor Who universe. I absolutely love it. It is such a good 5-part series. Miracle Day isn't amazing. It does have a good plot, but it was very dragged out. And series 1 and 2, it's a mixed bag of episodes. There are some really good episodes in series 1 and 2, such as Out of Time and Adrift. There are some episodes which aren't as good, such as Day 1. I'll say no more about that episode, and a couple of episodes in series 2, such as Sleeper, which I just can't really remember what happens in them. But Children of Earth, absolutely amazing. It is. If Torchwood Children of Earth was the only series of Torchwood, I would probably put it at the top of this list, but I think some episodes in series 1 and 2 and Miracle Day do bring Torchwood down to 2nd place. Now, coming in at number 1, we do have the best Doctor Who spin-off, in my opinion. It's what got me into Doctor Who way back in 2009. Can't believe 16 years ago now. And that is the Sarah Jane Adventures. Now, the Sarah Jane Adventures, I think it's high on my list because of nostalgic reasons, but also I have recently rewatched a lot of episodes and I really enjoy it. It's a lot more feel-good than Torchwood and Class. It's something you can comfortably watch, like, just on a whim. It is a good show. It is a good show. There are some episodes which are better than others. There are some episodes as well which I think are better, more grown up. Like, there were episodes like The Mad Woman in the Attic and Whatever Happened to Sarah Jane, which I didn't really enjoy as a child, but now I'm older, I do enjoy them a lot more. So that's the thing. some episodes are better as an adult, some episodes are better as a kid. It just all depends on perspective and how your view of things changes over time. But yeah, Sarah Jane Adventures, series 1 to 5, very good. Some episodes a lot better than others, but that's like every series, I suppose. Some of my favourite episodes are The Vaults of Secrets in series 4, The Day of the Doctor, not The Day of the Doctor, Death of the Doctor, the other episode of the Doctor in The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith, The Temptation of Sarah Jane Smith, all the Trickster stuff is really good. Eye of the Gorgons, good episode I recently watched as well. There's some really good episodes in it, some really good characters, and it would be good to see some of the kids return in a future episode of Doctor Who. That would be really cool to see. Maybe in The War Between the Land and the Sea. We'll have to see how that spin-off plans out. So that is it. Thank you for joining me on Sam Lewis Media. After about 2 years, I have changed the name from SL Productions to Sam Lewis Media, but maybe I'll change it back again. But yeah, welcome back everyone. Please let me know your ranking of the spin-offs in the comments below.